Hello, and welcome back to the Easy English Podcast. I am so happy you are here. This is your space to listen, repeat, and learn English in a slow, natural, and easy way. Today, we will talk about something you do every single day: your daily life. We will learn how to describe your entire day in English. Not just one or two words, but full sentences and ideas. What do you do when you first open your eyes in the morning? What is your life like in the afternoon? How do you relax in the evening? My goal for you is that by the end of this episode, you will feel strong and confident to talk about your day in clear, simple English. Why is this so important? Why should you practice talking about your day? It is important because your day is real. It is your life. It happens to you every day. You know it better than anyone else. You do not need to find new or difficult ideas. You do not need to talk about complicated things, like politics, science, or history. You only need to talk about you. You can say what time you get out of bed. You can say what you eat for your first meal. You can say if you go to an office, stay at home, or go to school. You can say how you feel. Are you tired? Are you happy? Are you busy? Are you calm? And here is the best part. When you talk about your own life, you are practicing real English. You are practicing useful English. This is the English you can use with a new friend, a coworker, or a person you meet in a shop. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to try. When you describe your day, you start to think in English. You begin to speak more naturally. You use simple, complete sentences. You stop trying to translate words from your first language in your head. And you feel more and more confident when you speak. Let me give you an example. Imagine you meet someone new. They ask you a simple question. What did you do today? If you have practiced talking about your day, you can answer easily. You can say, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I had coffee and toast for breakfast. I went to work at 8:30. I answered many emails. After work, I went home and cooked dinner. I watched a movie with my family. Do you see? That is a real conversation. That is real communication. And that is your goal. You can do this even if you are shy. You can do this even if you are not in an English class. You can do this even if you are alone. So when you don't know what to say in English, start with something simple. Ask yourself, what did I do today? What time did I wake up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What did I do in the evening? These questions are your friends. They help you remember words you already know. They help you build strong English habits. They help you think in full sentences without stress or fear. You can practice in the morning and talk about yesterday. You can practice in the evening and talk about today. You can even talk to yourself in the mirror or record your voice on your phone and listen to it later. The most important thing is to keep it simple. Use the English you know. Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are normal. Just speak. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Maybe one sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow. Next week, a whole story about your life. Let's start at the very beginning of the day, the morning. The morning is a very important time. It can change how you feel all day. A good morning can give you energy and a happy feeling. And it is a perfect time to speak and think in English, even if you only have 5 minutes. Now, let's practice some very simple morning sentences together. I will say a sentence slowly. You will listen, and then you will repeat it. This is called shadowing. It is like being my echo. Try to copy my voice and my speed. Let's begin. I wake up at 7 o'clock. My alarm clock rings loudly. I turn off the alarm. I open my eyes slowly. I feel a little tired. I sit up in my bed. I get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I use toothpaste on my brush. I brush for 2 minutes. I wash my face with water. The water is cold. It helps me wake up. I look in the mirror. I comb my hair. I take a shower. The water is warm. I feel clean and fresh. I dry my body with a towel. I put on my clothes. I wear comfortable clothes. I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast. I eat toast and eggs. I drink hot coffee. The coffee tastes good. I check my phone. I read a message. I put on my shoes. I leave my house. I start my day. Great job. You are doing so well. Now, let's make the sentences a little longer. Let's use words like usually, sometimes, and then to connect our ideas. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I wake up earlier at 6:30 if I have a busy day. If I sleep late, I feel very tired the next morning. I like to stay in bed for a few minutes before I get up. I think about my day while I am still in bed. I take a deep breath and stretch my arms and legs. Then I sit up slowly and get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom to brush my teeth. I brush my teeth slowly and carefully for 2 minutes. Then I wash my face with cold water. It helps me feel awake. Sometimes I take a quick shower, especially if I feel very sleepy. When I shower, I like to play soft music or listen to English. After my shower, I dry myself with a big towel. Then I put on my clothes for the day. I try to wear something clean and comfortable. On normal days, I wear jeans and a t-shirt. If I have a meeting or a class, I wear something more formal, like a shirt. Next, I go to the kitchen to prepare my breakfast. I usually eat something simple, like toast with butter. I also like to eat eggs and some fruit for breakfast. Sometimes I have cereal with milk and a banana. If I have more time, I make an omelette or some oatmeal. I like to eat my breakfast slowly so I can enjoy it. I drink coffee most mornings. I love the smell of coffee. Sometimes I drink green tea because it feels light and fresh. While I am eating, I sometimes watch a short video on my phone. Sometimes I check the news on the internet. Other days, I just enjoy the quiet time and listen to the birds outside. Before I leave the house, I always check my phone. I look at the time and I read my messages. I check my calendar to see my meetings or appointments. I pack my bag with all the things I need. I make sure I have my phone, my notebook, my keys, and my water bottle. Then I put on my shoes and jacket, and I go out the door. Okay, amazing. Now, let's put it all together into a short story. I will tell you a story about a morning. This is a longer shadowing practice. You can listen to one sentence, pause the audio, and repeat that sentence. Try to copy my rhythm and my tone. Are you ready? Let's begin. In the morning, I usually wake up at around 7 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have a lot of things to do. I lie in my bed for a few minutes and I think about the day ahead. I stretch my arms, I yawn a little, and then I slowly get up. Then I walk to the bathroom and I brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. After that, I wash my face with cold water from the tap. It really helps me wake up and feel fresh. If I feel very sleepy, I decide to take a warm shower. I often listen to relaxing music while I am in the shower. The music helps me feel more calm and focused for the day. After the shower, I dry myself and I put on clean clothes. I check my hair in the mirror to make sure it looks okay. Next, I go into the kitchen and I start making my breakfast. I usually eat 2 pieces of toast with butter and jam, and sometimes I add a boiled egg for more energy. I always drink a large cup of coffee with a little milk. That morning coffee is very important to me. While I am eating, I like to sit by the window and look outside. Sometimes I hear birds singing in the trees. I enjoy that peaceful and quiet moment before my busy day. Before I leave the house, I always check my phone one more time. I look at the time. I check my to-do list and my schedule for the day. Then I prepare my bag for work or for school. I make sure I have everything: my phone, my wallet, my notebook, and sometimes a small snack. Finally, I put on my jacket and my shoes. I open the door and I step outside to begin my day. Now, let's move to the middle of the day, the afternoon. For many people, the afternoon is a busy time. Some people go to work. Some people go to school. Some people stay home and take care of the house or their family. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a very good time to use a little English. Even if you are very busy, you can still listen. You can still repeat. You can still practice for just 5 or 10 minutes. Let's learn some common sentences about the afternoon together. Try to repeat after me slowly and clearly. I eat lunch at 12:30. I often eat a sandwich. Sometimes I eat salad. I drink water with my lunch. After lunch, I go back to work. I feel a little sleepy after I eat. I drink water to feel awake. I sit at my desk. I open my computer. I check my emails. I answer the important emails first. I read messages from my coworkers. I read messages from my classmates. I usually have a meeting in the afternoon. Sometimes I have 2 meetings. I meet with my manager. We talk about our work. If I work from home, I sit at my desk. I type on my laptop. I write reports. I prepare presentations. I look at my calendar. I see what I need to do next. I like my desk to be clean. An organized desk helps me think. I take a short break at 3 o'clock. I make a cup of tea. I drink some water. I eat a small snack. I eat a piece of fruit. I eat a biscuit. If I have time, I go for a short walk. I get fresh air outside. Even 10 minutes outside helps me. If the weather is nice, I sit in the sun. When I have free time, I study English. I listen to an English podcast. I listen while I take a walk. I read a short article online. I read a story online. I watch slow English videos. It helps with my listening. I repeat short phrases out loud. I practice my speaking. Shadowing helps me speak clearly. Before I finish work, I write down what I did. It helps me stay organized. I write one new word I learned. I review my English notebook. I feel ready for the next day. Wonderful. You are learning so many useful sentences. Now, I will tell you a story about my afternoon. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my voice. This is excellent shadowing practice. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk to continue working. I check my emails again, and I write a to-do list for the afternoon. A to-do list is a list of things I need to do. I often have a video meeting with my team in the afternoon. We talk about what we finished in the morning, and we talk about what we will do next. The meetings are usually short, about 30 minutes. After the meeting, I feel like I need a short break. I walk to the kitchen and I make a cup of tea or black coffee. I drink it slowly while I am standing near the window. Sometimes I open the window to get some fresh air. Sometimes I step outside for 5 or 10 minutes. If I have some free time in the afternoon, I use it to study English. I usually listen to a podcast, like this one, or I read a short story. Sometimes I watch a video where the speaker talks slowly and clearly. I pause the video after each sentence and I repeat the words. This is called shadowing. It helps me speak more naturally and understand English better. Before I stop working for the day, I write down a short summary. A summary is a short story of what I did. I also write one sentence in English to describe how I feel. For example, I write, "I finished all my work today and I feel proud." Or I write, "I didn't study much today, but I will try again tomorrow." This little habit helps me think about my day and stay motivated. Okay, now it is your turn. This is very important. You can pause this episode for a moment. Try to talk about your afternoon, just like I did. What do you usually do after lunch? Do you go to work? Do you go to class? Do you stay at home and rest? Do you study? Use short sentences. It is okay if you only say 3 or 4 lines. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. No one is listening. This is just for you. Okay, let's try. Pause now and speak. Excellent. You are building a very strong habit. The evening is a special time. It is a time to relax, to be calm, and to think about your day. It is time to rest your body and your mind. let's practice some useful sentences for the evening. Repeat after me. I finish work at 5 o'clock. I come home at 6 o'clock. I am happy to be home. I take off my shoes. I hang up my jacket. I sit down on the sofa. I rest for a few minutes. I relax my body. I sometimes watch the news on TV. I listen to soft music. It helps me feel calm. I think about making dinner. I cook dinner in the kitchen. I like to cook simple food. Sometimes I order food. I order food if I feel very tired. I eat dinner at the table. I eat with my family. We talk about our day. We share small stories. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. I wash the dishes. I put the clean dishes away. Sometimes I go for a short walk. I walk after dinner. It is good for my body. In the evening, I watch a movie. I call a friend on the phone. I read a book for fun. I play with my children. I plan for the next day. I choose my clothes for tomorrow. Before bed, I take a shower. I brush my teeth again. I change into my pajamas. Pajamas are clothes for sleeping. I set my alarm clock. I go to bed around 10:30. I read in bed for a few minutes. I turn off the light. I close my eyes. I fall asleep. Now, let's shadow a longer story about the evening. Listen and repeat. In the evening, I finish my work and I close my computer. I say goodbye to my coworkers and I leave my office. I come home at around 6 o'clock in the evening. When I open the door, I feel happy and relaxed. The first thing I do is take off my shoes and my jacket. I put on some comfortable home clothes. Then, I sit down on the sofa for about 10 minutes to rest. I don't do anything. I just sit and breathe. Sometimes I watch the news on television or listen to music. After I rest, I start to think about dinner. Sometimes I cook a simple dinner like pasta or rice with vegetables. If I feel very tired, I order food from a restaurant near my house. I eat dinner at the table with my family. We talk about our day and we share small stories. It is a nice time to connect with my family. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and I wash the dishes. I don't like to see dirty dishes in the morning. Sometimes, if the weather is good, I go for a short walk after dinner. The evening air feels cool and nice. When I come back home, I relax for the rest of the evening. I might watch a movie or a TV show that I like. Sometimes I read a book or call a friend to talk. Before I go to bed, I take a warm shower. It helps my body relax and get ready for sleep. After the shower, I brush my teeth and I put on my pajamas. I set my alarm clock for the next morning. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11. I like to read a book in bed for a few minutes. Then I turn off the light, I close my eyes, and I slowly fall asleep. Perfect. You are doing such a great job. This is how you build your English confidence, one sentence at a time. Okay, you have just listened to a full day. You heard about the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. You practiced so many new words and sentences. Now it is your turn. I want you to speak about your day. Here is how you can do it. It is very simple. First, think about your day. You can think about today, or you can think about a normal, typical day. Now, ask yourself these questions. What time do I wake up? What is the first thing I do? What do I eat for breakfast? Do I go to work? Do I go to school? Do I stay at home? What do I do in the morning? What do I eat for lunch? What do I do in the afternoon? What do I do after I finish work or school? What do I do in the evening? What do I eat for dinner? What do I do before I go to bed? What time do I go to sleep? Now, take a deep breath. Press the record button on your phone if you want, and start speaking. Use simple sentences. Do not worry about mistakes. Just talk about your life. You can do it. I believe in you. Pause this episode now and try it. You did it! That was amazing. You should feel very proud of yourself. This is real progress. You are not just studying English from a book. You are using English. You are living your life in English, one sentence at a time. This is your journey. Keep building your confidence. Keep practicing your daily routine until it feels easy and natural. Come back to this episode often. Listen again. Shadow again. Each time, try to add one more sentence to your story. You are becoming a better English speaker every single day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for practicing with me. Keep listening, keep speaking, and always, always believe in yourself. You can do this. Bye for now.